Hello everyone, we are back. Glenn Velvet Reviews here, and so I got my Cuprisorb. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. Cuprisorb, whatever. So this is kind of what I got. Let's see what it looks like. We got to open it up. Directions say to. I'm gonna put. You can see the directions. I'll put them closely. Really close. There you go. Sorry if there's glare. You can pause that easily and read the directions if you want to see the directions right there. So it says to use for at least 2 weeks. I don't have a copper tester, so I can't test it out. So at the fish store, they told me 2 weeks should be enough. I wasn't that high on copper because I just did I did a decent sized water change just yesterday. And then I also have not been running my UV sterilizer, which is the reason why I have copper in my system in the first place. And I haven't been running that for the past week. And so I did a big water change, so I don't have, I lowered down the amount of copper that I have. So I don't have that much. So this should take it out within 2 weeks, and I should be fine. And then I should be able to get invertebrates again, and that's my goal, because I can't have invertebrates at all after 5 to 7 days. They die, and it really sucks. So this says use this is for 60 gallons, like it says on the front, and I don't know, I'm just gonna put it in my tidal filter is what I'm gonna do, and you're gonna watch me do that right now. So this is just a review of me using it and how I plan to use it. Hopefully it works, and I'll get my water tested again by the fish store in like 2 to 3 weeks after I do another, couple water changes, and I use this stuff, and then I'll get it tested, make sure I'm at 0 copper, and then I can go from there. All right, so let's open this up. Let's see what they give you and see exactly how it goes. So they have these little tabs on the side. We could just rip it open. So it comes in a bag just like this, just like copper does, I guess. It comes in a bag, a mesh bag, copper, just like the what's it called? Carbon, exactly. Just like the activated carbon that I get. I get my activated carbon. Here it is right here. I get mine in a bag. This is not the greatest quality of carbon, so I know I kind of stink at that. I get aqua clear carbon is what I use, just because I can get it on sale for so cheap, and I don't have to make a mess, and I just drop this bag in and take it out every month, and I'm done, and it's simple. I know it's a lot better to use, and I have it. I have bulk reef supply carbon that's, pure carbon that I paid decent money for. I just didn't get a chance to use it yet, and I have a couple of these, so I've been using these instead. But these are efficient and cheap. I pay a couple dollars for these for a 3-pack, and you change them out, every month, and that's it, and then you're done. I know they only last for like a week, but I usually change them out every month or whatever. I don't change it out every week. So I change it out every month, and that's it. So I'm going to drop this in there with this, obviously. I cleaned out my filter too. If you're going to plan to use this, I would clean out my filter, is what I would do. So, because the filter just has, if you're planning to filter out anything, you have some kind of chemical, you have any kind of outbreak in your tank or whatever, I would recommend, obviously, changing out the filters instead of cleaning them out, because all that stuff is stuck inside your filter now. So I cleaned out my tidal filter really well. I cleaned it out as best I could, and I used regular water, but I cleaned it out. So it comes in this little pouch like this, is what it's saying. So all it does is say, it doesn't say that you have to clean it like carbon. Like carbon, you have to run it under tap water for a little bit until it stops turning black. This says you don't have to do that. A little bit did come out of these holes. I noticed there's some of this stuff over here, so hopefully that doesn't come out and go into the fish tank. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, it does come out of here. I don't know how that comes out of here. I don't know why they would do that. That doesn't make sense. I don't know why. So I have this crap all over my counter, just to let you know, and it is coming out of the bag when I shake it. So hopefully that's okay to end up in your fish tank, because if it's sloshing around with a lot, it's going to come out into my filter and eventually maybe go into my fish tank, unless this is heavy enough that it's going to stay at the bottom of my filter, but I don't know. So So that's it. We're just gonna drop this in. I'm gonna put this before the carbon. I'm gonna put the carbon after this, so this way this one soaks up all the copper and stuff like that. Carbon's just gonna, you know, just for cleaning and stuff like that, and the carbon usually runs out quicker. After, you know, when I looked on reviews about carbon, carbon only lasts for maybe a week or even less than that. After that, it's really not that useful. So this stuff, it says 2 weeks, so that's why I'm going to put this stuff before the carbon, so this way it's getting, you know, cleaner water before it, you know, goes to the carbon. So let's install this and see what's up. Let's turn the camera around and turn it on the fish tank and see what we got here. And we're going to put this in, and you're going to see. I got my filter right here. I just cleaned it out, like I said. Make sure if you're going to do this or any kind of removal of, you know, anything you're looking to do for, clean your filter, you know what I mean? Because all that crap is in there, and I cleaned out the blue things really well, and so I cleaned out the filter just to make sure, you know, I don't have all that contamination in there, and I'm going to change everything out. So I'm going to put like I said, I'm going to put that stuff first at the bottom, the whatever that's called. I don't even know how to even pronounce it. I keep Cuprisorb, or Cuprisorb, whatever it's called. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that right there. The next thing on top of the filter pad, so I'm gonna put it on top of that, and then I'm gonna put the activated carbon on top of that. So let's get this going, and this is exactly how I'm gonna install it and set it up, so you could see on my fish tank and see exactly what I'm doing. And like I said, hopefully this works. It looks level. Alright, so it's got the little level on it. This is the skimmer power up here. I showed you in the other video if you saw the review, whatever. So that I got this on max power. You could turn it down if you want so it won't skim as much, because if you want that to be your main skimmer, but I noticed this cleans out a lot of crap and keeps the top of the water clean when I have it on open, so I leave it open. So we suck that out like that. Alright, so let's get that piece. Like I said, it does not say you have to rinse it out or anything, so I'm going to lay it right in there, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, is just lay it in here, okay? So it's going to be laid in there. And then I'm just going to put the activated carbon right on top of it. First, I got to clean the activated carbon, and then I'm going to put it on top after I clean it. Alright, so I rinsed out my activated carbon. You're going to want to rinse it out until your activated carbon is not black anymore. So you want to rinse it out pretty well inside the sink before you're going to be placing it in here. So I'm just placing mine right over that. So this way the water is going to go through everything and come right up and then flow right over this. And then everything's going to be going to have crystal clear water, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks have copper-free water. And this way I can have invertebrates and have a nicer looking tank. And I don't know about the algae. I just started growing some green algae, which is looking nice, and I got a little bit of coralline algae, which is growing very, very slowly in my tank, and I'm kind of sad about. So like I said, I got small amounts here and there. You can't really see it from that far, but you know, I got a little bit here and there. So let's get this filter started. We're gonna pump this up, and then just see after I put it in how it looks like, and that's it. So let's get this plugged in. And before I plug it in, I usually like to put some water in here and prime it. Just a little bit. I can use RO water or whatever you have. I'm going to use RO. So. Alright, so let's plug it in. Let's get it on. I put a little bit of water in there to prime it so it doesn't have to work so hard. And then let's pump it out. Let's see what goes on here. Let's turn it on. Alright, we're on and we're golden. That's it. It's on. I'm getting a little bit of a white cloud in there, which is weird. But maybe that'll clear up. Getting a little bit of a hazy cloud that came out of the filter. And it's not the carbon because I cleaned it already, and it would have been black that came out. It was a little white, like white haze that came out. So, and it's still a little hazy, but that's kind of what it looks like. That's what's going on. We're not going to obviously show the video for 2 weeks of it running. That doesn't make sense. And that's just a little review of me using it and seeing how I'm going to use it. And maybe it'll work in your application if you're running into the same problems. Maybe you have invertebrates that are dying. I don't know. I do, and they're just not. Like I said, I was getting a week, and then they would die. A week, and then they would die. It was just weird. So now I got this going. I got my. I took out my UV sterilizer, and hopefully now in the next 2 weeks I should be set on having very low copper and being ready to go to get some shrimp, ornamental shrimp, and get some hermit crabs and stuff, and have them start enjoying my tank. So that's it for Glen Velvet Reviews. I am out. That was just a little checkup and update on the tank and to see what's going on with my saltwater reef tank that I'm trying to set up. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. I would love to know. As well, subscribe to my channel and join me on my review adventure of my aquarium, and whatever else I like to review. I try to review everything and help the community out as best as possible because I get help from the community as well. So it's nice to return the favor and at least help people out and in decision making before spending their hard-earned money on things. So it's kind of a nice thing to have. And that's it. So Glen Velvet Reviews is out. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Be safe.